What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks everybody for joining me. So today we are out here on White Lake. You know, I've seen it a couple times before. Big giant shallow bowl lake. You can see all the way around it. It's like 1.5 miles long by 3/4 of a mile wide. I kind of liken it to pond fishing almost. So it's not, there's the deepest it gets out here is like 8.5 feet. So there's no 30-foot deep sections where those fish can just kind of go suspend and hide and get away from you. So most of these fish are pretty easily accessible. So kind of like pond fishing, where they're not going to go way away from where you just can't ever get to them without Damiki rig or drop, just kind of vertical fishing, stuff like that. You're always going to be able to cast to them in some way, shape, or form. So today I'm going to be bouncing around out here. It's 41 degrees out here. Kind of the temperature says real feels about 37 or so. Being out here on the lake is probably a little bit colder. So I am bundled up like Ralphie in the Christmas Story, and I'm going to be bouncing around trying to find these fish, looking for stuff like that right there. Little balls of bait fish that might have some bass around them. So kind of these fish are, the water temperature is 46, 47, so it is cold for the fish as well. So they're looking for the deeper water they can get into, or the heavier cover. And out here it's just grass, or going out to that 8-foot range where we can get them with rattle traps, we can get them with jerk baits, get them with all that stuff. So I'm gonna keep poking around, see if I can find some grass patches that are still alive. Those are gonna be the ones that are gonna be holding all the bait, holding all the yearling bluegill, yearling bass, yearling yellow perch like I snagged back there at the boat ramp. All those bait fish are gonna be around these clumps of grass. And if you can find one that's still got a little bit of green, a little bit of life to it, all these fish are gonna be hanging out around it, and it can make a very exciting day very quickly. So I'm gonna keep plugging around. I'm seeing fish all over the place. Like you're seeing fish. You're seeing fish right around there. Seeing little like individual fish here and there all over the place. Might just be like big yellow perch, probably 12-inch long yellow perch, stuff like this. This lake is kind of famous for those yellow perch. So I'm kind of seeing fish all over the place, but those patches of grass, kind of just like in a pond, that last piece of structure, that last tree that's out there in the middle of the lake, so stuff like that. That's where these fish are going to go and kind of hunker down around this time of year. So I'm going to break out a couple things. I've got my perch colored rattle trap, and I'm gonna be chucking around this grass. Also got, let's see if I can, should have tied it on before I got out here. It's gonna be a little bit harder to tie on with this with the gloves and everything. Got my yellow perch jerk bait. So that's mostly what they eat out here, bluegill and yellow perch. So I'll put that over there, tie that thing on here in just a second. So like I said, just gonna keep on bouncing around. Looks like a decent group of bait fish right over there, right off to my left. So might make some casts of that and see if we can catch some fish today. If I do find them today, it's gonna get crazy pretty quick. We're gonna be catching tons of them. So all right, y'all, stay with me. Here he is. Oh yes. Hit it on the fall. I just lifted up, and when I dropped it, he was there. And he probably swallowed that thing too. There's just a little bit of grass out here. Oh man. Oh yeah, swallowed it. There's a little tiny bit of grass out here, and there's probably some white perch and stuff like that around it. Look at that, he's got a white perch in his mouth. Oh, I mean, he swallowed that thing too. Got it all the way in the back of his throat. But that, I don't know if y'all can see that very well, but he's got fish He's got a fish all the way in the back there. So he's down there eating this other bass or white perch or something. Oh, here we go, buddy. There he is. Right in that patch of grass. Doesn't feel very big, but ho ho ho. Well, hello there, friend. That is what this lake is famous for. That is what everybody comes out here fishing for, and that's what these, you know, 6 and 7 pound bass love to eat. That guy right there. They're also pretty delicious. But I do not have a cooler with me today, so we'll drop him back in. But see the resemblance? Yellow perch. Looks just like my jerkbait. It's got stripes on it. It's not hooked in my chair. Oh, kind of trying to keep them somewhat similar. That's what the bass are eating. Oh, of course. I had the camera off. Is that a catfish? What is this? Oh. Oh. Hello, friend. So just a bunch of broken up grass out here. There's the fish on the side scan. Just a bunch of broken up grass out here. There's nothing. Like you can see all this stuff out here. And I think it's a very good fish. I think that's probably what's holding these fish, is just these random patches of grass. And I really wish I had the GoPro on beforehand. Barely hooked to. Wish I had it on kind of beforehand. But come here. I'll try not to stick my hand in the water. How about that? And oh yes. How about that, guys? Little mouth, you know, eating small yellow perch, stuff like that. Doesn't have a gigantic mouth, but good 4 or 5 pounder. Got a good belly on him. So yep, I'm gonna let that one go and keep on. I'm gonna poke through this section a little bit. I have it marked before. It's just a bunch of broken up grass. I had it marked before. It's just a bunch of broken up grass, and it just looks a little bit different than everything around. There's a lot of it's just grass, just kind of evenly spread through this whole section of the lake. And this little section right here, it's kind of broken up. So again, yellow perch. I think they're out here eating yellow perch. So I don't know if I'm kind of liking this color. Didn't know what to think about it at first. I just bought it just because I knew I needed something yellow perch like. But I kind of like this. This kind of looks like it would work pretty much everywhere, because it looks bluegillish, got some orange in it, works for yellow perch. It's white, works with a shad. Doesn't look too bad in the water either. So, all right, see if we can catch some more. Cold. All right, y'all. I know it's a little bit slower day out here today. That's kind of how some of these winter days go. Only caught a couple fish. One I didn't get on camera. Forgot I turned it off. So only caught a couple fish today. It's really slow. Quantity was down, quality was up. I don't fish out here too often in the winter time, so still learning out here. If I had to come back again, I would probably do a lot more bouncing of the grass lines that were out there that I could find. I did a lot more scanning around out in the middle of the lake trying to find some stuff than I probably should have. The biggest fish I caught was up there on the scattered patches of grass. Hey, brush pile. Looky there, friends. Look at all that. We're gonna catch a couple fish. All that. Oh my gosh! Look at all of them. Hold on, everybody. Hold on, everybody. We are about to catch some fish. Oh my gosh. Alright, y'all. Let's catch some of these things. That's kind of what I've been looking for all day today, and I didn't find it until just now, so let's catch some of them. Oh my god. Couldn't find the button. Oh man. I was about to lose hope in this spot. I know there's fish down there. I know there's fish right there. Swallowed it. Swallowed it. Oh. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, I was about to say, I know there's fish on this spot. You can't tell me there's not. Again, another good fish. Another really good fish out here. Offshore grass, rattle trap. Took a little bit of coaxing, but there we go. There's more of them swimming around down there too. There he is. That one actually hit it on the, whenever I was lifting it up. I was bringing it up. Boom, got it. Come on. A little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. But I'll take him. A little bit smaller guy, but thought you were eating yellow perch. Thought you were eating you a yellow perch, didn't you? Oh. Good fish. Another good fish. Alright. So all we had to do was find that, just gotta find that spot where they're all grouped up. Gotta find that spot where they're all grouped up and just kind of sit here and mine them out of it. Just slowly figure out how to get them out of it. That's a big one. That's a big one. Where's he snagged? Oh, I barely even felt him hit it. Nope. Barely. Like a 15-inch 3-pounder. What in the world? What in the world is this? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. It's like 3-pounder, 1-pounder, 3-pounder, 1-pounder. It's like a 2.5-pounder that's 14 inches long. Oh. Do I need to buy a I need to buy a 110 plus 2 just for out here. There he is. I can't really ever tell on his drop shot rod, but can't ever really tell. Gotcha. There we go. I was wondering if that was going to be like a catfish or a big white perch or... Oh my gosh, what have I got? What have I got? Oh. I thought I had a giant. Oh, I'll put my hands in the water. You're gonna make me put my hands in the water, fish? Oh. See, I'm gonna snag you. That's what you get for not eating the jerkbait. That's what you get for not eating the jerkbait. I'm gonna just snag you. Yeah, a lot of quality fish. A lot of good quality fish down there. Sitting in that grass patch, around that grass patch. I think I might call it on that one. I am frozen out here. Hate to leave the fish when they're biting, but I am absolutely frozen. Oh.